So, you've probably heard the term VPN thrown around a lot, right? But what are they? Really? Are they just for tech wizards, or is this something you should actually be using? Well, we're going to break it all down right here, right now. But first, let me just ask you one thing. The internet connection you're using to watch this, do you think it's truly private? The honest answer is probably not. And that simple fact is the whole reason VPNs exist in the first place. See, to really get what a VPN does, you first have to understand the basic problem with how the internet works by default. Okay, think of it this way. Imagine if every website you visited, every single thing you searched for, was written on the back of a postcard and then mailed. Anyone who handles that postcard, the mail carrier, people at the post office, they can all read it. That's kind of how your data travels online. It's out in the open. Your internet provider and potentially others can see it all. Not so private when you think about it like that, is it? So, how do you fix that postcard problem? Simple. You stop sending postcards. Instead, you put your message inside a sealed, armored truck. And that armored truck, well, that's your VPN. It's the solution. So, what is a VPN? It stands for Virtual Private Network, and that name is actually perfect. It literally creates a private encrypted tunnel just for your data, shielding everything you do from anyone trying to peek in, even when you're on something sketchy like public Wi-Fi. And this chart just lays it out so clearly. Look at the left. Without a VPN, your IP address, which is basically your home address on the internet, it's just hanging out there for everyone to see. Your data is totally readable, and your internet service provider, or ISP, they're logging everything. Now look at the right side. With a VPN, your real IP is hidden. All that data gets scrambled into gibberish, and your ISP, they're completely in the dark. That's a huge difference. So how does this whole digital tunnel thing actually happen? It's a pretty slick four-step process. First, you connect to one of the VPN servers. 2, your device immediately encrypts or scrambles all your data. 3, that scrambled data shoots through the secure tunnel to the server. And 4, the server unscrambles it and sends it onto the website you want to visit. The cool part? The website only ever sees the VPN's address, not yours. It's like a clever decoy. All right, so that's the how, that's the technical side. But what about the why? Let's talk about the real-world, everyday reasons that people are turning these things on. And as you can see, the reasons are all over the map. You've got folks who are just plain tired of their internet providers selling their browsing data. You've got travelers who just want to watch their favorite shows from back home when they're abroad. Oh, and here's a huge one. Anybody using public Wi-Fi at a coffee shop or an airport, you really need one to keep your passwords and banking details safe. The uses are just incredibly broad. So if we really boil it down, you could say these are the big 3. Number 1, locking down that risky public Wi-Fi. Number 2, getting to your shows and websites when you're traveling. And number 3, just telling your internet provider to mind its own business. Those are the heavy hitters for sure. Now, here's a quick but really important distinction. Everything we've been talking about, that's a personal VPN. Its whole job is to protect your data going out to the big wide internet. Businesses use VPNs too, but usually for the exact opposite reason, to let their employees securely connect into the private company network. So yeah, same name, but 2 very different jobs. Okay, so VPNs are powerful, no doubt. But, and this is a big but, we need a serious reality check. It's so important to remember that a VPN is a tool. It's not some magic invisibility cloak that makes you invincible online. And this, right here, might be the single most important thing you take away from all this. Not all VPNs are created equal. In fact, some of them aren't just bad, they can be actively dangerous to use. And this is the perfect scary example. The sources we looked at point out a huge risk, especially with so-called free VPNs. Some of them have literally been caught secretly collecting and selling their users' data. You know, the very thing they promised to protect. It's that old saying, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. You know, even with a great, trustworthy provider, there can be some trade-offs. All that heavy-duty encryption, it can sometimes slow your internet down a bit. And some websites, especially banks, might see you're using a VPN and block the connection for security reasons. And yeah, a good service, one you can trust, is going to cost a few bucks a month. It is also absolutely vital to know what a VPN can't do. It does not make you 100% anonymous. No way. It will not protect you from getting a virus or falling for a phishing scam. If you log into your Facebook account, guess what? Facebook knows it's you. And here's the kicker. The VPN company itself could see what you're doing. That's why it is non-negotiable to pick a service that has a strict, proven no logs policy.
So we kind of end up right back where we started. Is a VPN the right move for you? Honestly, there's no one size fits all answer. It's really all about looking at your own habits, figuring out what parts of your digital life are worth protecting, and then choosing the right tool for that specific job. It's not about being invisible, it's about taking back a little bit of control.